Hello and welcome back to Kelly60 Plays. Today I'm playing some more Pokemon Legends ZA, and last time did a couple Wild Zone. Can't remember if I also did some if last time was also the museum tour. But anyway, that's not the important thing. Today I'm getting to work again on the side mission. Trying to complete any I already have. And dealing with some of the new ones for the DLC. You'll remember me, because I sure remember you. You were a big help with that big old Bunnelby. All I could do back then was stand back and watch you battle the beast, completely useless. And that feeling lit a fire in my heart. I wanted to be just as strong as you are. Actually, I've been working pretty darn hard since then. Realized I had to start over from scratch, both as a trainer and as a traveler. Now it's time to see the results. This time you're gonna battle me. I'll show you what I can do with the team of buds I've built up big old bonds with. Big old battle. You know I'm getting chills, or maybe these are pre-battle jitters. Same thing. Anyway, you just tell me when you're ready for a big old battle. Oh, I can get some EXP for this. Hang on. Which Pokemon are good choices? You're fine. Oh. I once again filled up the catching Pokemon again. Dang it! You know what? Yeah, get me Aurora, since I actually need to level one up. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Okay, then shall we get this show on the road? I have items if I need them. Here we go. Witness our big ol' bomb. Travel the sightseer. Ariados. Not the best choice for my my current mon. 68? Okay. This is at least a good Pokemon for this. Ironhead's gonna do a lot more. Full team of 6. I actually wasn't expecting that. Is that an Alpha Delibird? Oh, I just realized he's battling with, I think, a full team of Delibird. Or not Delibird, obviously. Alphas. That's cool. Just randomly. Oh, here's a trainer with complete alphas. That means, if anything, you should at least know one of its moves. Or one of its effort value stats, which is full effort value and HP. Come on, Bunnelby. Our bond is the biggest and greatest of all. Let's show up. Hang on, was the Bunnelby a level 78 Pokemon? I wasn't even fully paying attention. I was just... It's Pokemon battle. Man, that felt much faster than anything I could do in XD Gale of Darkness. You've got to admit, catching and racing all those alphas sure was a big endeavor, right? It's just something about alphas. It's like they're overflowing with nature's power. Wonder if the whole world used to be overrun with alphas way back when. Can you imagine? a Legends Arceus player. uh, no. No, I can't. There's so much to see and discover out there, it fills me with wonder. I was born and raised here in Lumiose, but that wonder is what got me traveling in the first place. Oh, is that a Funnelby type hat? Or is it supposed to be based on chest instead? Anyway, that looks good. Kind of fit. No, I know there are new discoveries still waiting for me, even back home. Sort of made me realize something, you know? Doesn't matter if you're in some foreign land or your own backyard, every day can be a journey. What's important is what you get out of your experiences wherever you are. I think I'll enjoy a bit more time here at home and see where the journey of life takes me. Thanks for the battle, pal. Someday I'll manage to beat you. You will see. Oop. Add another one to the ZA Royale. And a level ball. I will take that. Oh, that's a Cubone. Well, obviously, but that's a Cubone. You received a bottle of protein from Cubone. Congratulations. We're giving out free protein as part of a special promotion. Could I ask you for just a moment of your time? Sure. Thank you. Cubone survey. Alrighty, let's get started with our protein street survey. You know what protein is. I know all about it. It's a nutritious drink. Where did you find out about protein? We'll use from a friend. Make some of my other characters, other characters in other Pokemon games as older. Noted. Where you get your information from is important, isn't it? Does 5,000 for a bottle of protein sound expensive to you? Considering a bottle of protein used to be 9,800. Not really. See, everyone has their own way of valuing things. Do you know of any other drinks similar to protein? Iron, defense, calcium, special attack. Familiar with zinc, special defense. And carbs is speed. We'll use calcium so for the special attackers, since protein is the physical attack. Gotcha. There are so many different products that it can be hard to keep track, huh? When would you want to have your Pokemon drink a bottle of protein? Protein, as I said, instant attack. Noted, make sure to follow the usage instruction. What do you think protein tastes like? Genuinely no idea. I see, make sure to let your Pokemon know what you think. Would you recommend protein to a friend? Yeah, sure. Got it. Whether or not you recommend something really depends on who you're talking to. For a Cubone, though, protein. And that's all for our survey. Thank you very much. I bet you're wondering what this cute Cubone is doing next to me. As long as I'm with Cubone, everyone stops to chat, so it gets me plenty of takers for the survey. Thank you for answering all of our questions. Here's a token of our appreciation. Bunch of items from Cubone. Why do I have a feeling it's the... yeah. Maybe my next survey will be about iron. Oh, does this one change if you come back and you have to now do a iron survey? That would be interesting. Oh, one at the Pokemon Center. Nope. Regain some of my Pokeballs lost in hyperspace. Pop quiz time! How many total Pokemon centers are there in Lumiose? Oh god! Oh no, I was not... oh god. Oh god. Why must you hate me for this? Oh, why would you hit me with this? That's cruel. That is genuinely cruel. Oh. Okay, so apparently my PC ended up crashing during the last part. totally worth everything. Anyways, the answer to this question is no. I wanted to make a good check just in case. Check my work before I answer the question, especially because I was working off a mental thing. That's right, there are 9. Among the 9, this one, the Hibernola Pokemon Center, sells the fewest Pokeballs by far. I think we could solve that problem if we just had a certain Pokemon around to help. I got the perfect name for my plan. Spectacular sales with a fun guy. Allow me to explain. When you think your countertop looks lonely, there's so much room to liven it up. Much room. But a fungus sitting there would look just like a Pokeball. That kind of Pokemon is sure to lure in people and make them want to buy Pokeballs. Please bring me a fungus. Sure. If I ever find one. Fungible goods. Puns! Puns for days! Do I even have fungus? You know what? I said I was gonna do this later. But at this point, I need to figure out what Pokemon I have and don't have. I don't think I found a perfect, like, grass area. To the Aoife with the... No, oh. That one is actually my, alpha. Okay. Finished getting through that. Anyway. Don't have a fungus. That is the bigger answer. And I actually have more boxes. Good. Anyways. Got 2 right around Wild Zone 8, so might as well go check and see what's going on. Oh, that's something I was going to look up. Does the Center Wild Zone update with the DLC? It appears not. Okay. Hello. I'm an employee of Quasartico Inc., charged with the city's Wild Zone management. Unfortunately, we've been receiving reports of wild Pokemon acting oddly here in Wild Zone 8. I'm sorry to have to bother you, but I'd like to request your help investigating the situation. Terror in the Sand. If you would lend us a help, please go find out what is happening in Wild Zone 8. Ground type is causing issues in Wild Zone 8. Up. 3 Sandile. Drillbur also out and about. Sandy Gas. Might as well just catch a spare just in case. Now to leave and report. Reliable as ever. You didn't merely assess the situation, you resolved it. I'd had a guess for those Santa gas arrived from hyperspace Lumiose and made themselves right at home. Sandile and the other local Pokemon must have been quite frightened of them. Have you ever read the Pokedex entry for Sandygast? It's dark. Grudges of the dead have possessed a mound of sand and become a Pokemon itself. Sandygast is fond of the shovel in its head. A creation born of the grudges from those who have passed away. How frightful. Well, I should be on my way, if you will excuse. Scorching Sand PM. That's a new one. But what does that do? 70 power. Attacks by throwing scorching sand at target. This may leave a burn. Interesting. Isn't the first one, but isn't the last one to do something similar like that. A ground type move that can actually potentially leave a burn. On some fire type Pokemon that normally can't get burned. Yeah, that's groovy. I need your help. You will help me, won't you? Now this new neighbor. She just moved here from the Paldea region. She brought her Pokemon with her. I just keep staring at my resort. My Scizor is not exactly the bravest of Scizor. Ever since they moved in, every day has been a terror. Please can you find a way to why my neighbor Tinkatuff keep staring at my poor Scizor? Oh, it's a Tinkatuff. It wants to turn it into scrap metal. I think you'll find that new neighbor of mine up on the rooftop. Unfortunately, I think the Tinkatuff wants to turn that into scrap metal. It's a... I don't understand why it's the other type. Yes, can I help you with something? Yes, your Tinkatuff keeps staring at a Scizor. Oh, is this about the Scizor that lives next door? I know, I keep catching my Tinkatuff staring at it. Tinkatuff's just a bit afraid and is feeling on edge. Scizor does have an intimidating look. I suppose being stared at all the time is also intimidating in its own way, isn't it? I'm so sorry you got dragged into this. Could you let my neighbor know there's no harm intended? Are we sure it's just fear? Oh, I'm gonna miss that. Why are there 2 Alpha Furpros? That is scary. That right there is scary. I think I'm back to the rooftop I started from. Oh, I was supposed to just immediately return. And then I got distracted by the remaining colorful screw. So why does that Tinkatuff keep staring at Scizor? It's scared of Scizor. So that Tinkatuff is scared of my Scizor, and Scizor is simultaneously scared of Tinkatuff. Even if it is scared, doesn't it realize how scary it is to be constantly stared at like that? What has happened to my peaceful home life? Everything was fine until that weird Pokemon moved in next door. Come to think of it, don't people say Tinkatuff likes to attack other Pokemon to steal their metal? What if it's got its eyes on my Pokemon because Scizor is the steel type? Don't worry, Scizor, I'll protect you with my life if I have to. My poor Scizor won't be able to rest easy like this. Who knows if we can trust that lady's Pokemon? Look, I'm sure she's got her own things on, but having just moved here and all, but please, can you get her to understand our feelings too? Oh, what is this stupid back and forth? Back again from that neighbor of mine. His Pokemon is afraid? That's what he told you? My sweet Tinkatuff would never attack another Pokemon just to get more metal. Well, almost never. We're the ones who just moved in here. We're the ones who are uneasy, and they're saying we're scared? I want proof that my neighbor Scizor isn't glaring at my Tinkatuff to intimidate it. So what'd you say now? You could doubt my sweet and timid Scizor. It's not had a threatening bone in its body. Look, I guess it's gotta be scary moving to a new region and all, but we live here too. I don't see any choice but to prove to her that my Scizor is perfectly innocent and not scared. How will you do that? You'll just have to get Scizor and Tinkertuff to know each other face to face. Though I'd feel better if you were there too. Go ask if they're game, if need to. What preparations are necessary? All this work. He wants them to get to know each other. All right. Tinkertuff and I have also been stressed about this whole situation. Let's meet up and prove once for all that my Pokemon is no threat to this world. We can do that, right, Tinkertuff? This is now a battle. Okay, now that we're here, let's introduce our Pokemon to each other. And if anything starts to look dicey, we can call them into their Pokemon. This way, Scizor. Scizor does seem rather scared. We're here, Tinkertuff. Your Tinkertuff seems rather bashful. Tinkertuff doesn't show any sign of attacking. And Scizor only looked a bit scary. But it really isn't scary at all. I guess they just assumed the worst of each other, didn't they? Our Pokemon are looking friendlier already. Yes, and I hope we can be friends as well. I'm still adjusting to Lumiose. It would be nice to have someone I can ask for help. It's nice of this trainer to go out of his way to help strangers like us. Oh no, Tinkertuff, no! Don't go ripping the metal off this chimney pipe. This will be fine, alright? And this is why Scizor. And Scizor's fear just became necessary. Torment. That's a fun one. That's actually very well fitting. But anyways, with that being said and done, that is going to be it for this part of Pokemon Legends ZA DLC, because most of these are the DLC. That will always happen, and I am not sorry. To the Pokeball guy. I am and am not. But anyways, as it transitions to the Battle Night, that is it for today. Thank you all very much for joining me. Next time we meet, more side missions as I explore some of the DLC stuff that is non-normal. But anyways, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!